Hey, good morning everyone. Happy Saturday. It's a very cold day here in Northern California. I think it's still in the 40-ish degrees, but as you can see, it's beautiful outside. So why am I making this video? Well, a while back I made a video of my Type R with the installation of the optics smoke turn signals with bi LED lights. On the parking lot with the DRLs, they're a nice bright white LED, and then turn the hazards on. They switch to amber turn signals. Right, so in that video, what I wanted to get across was the how the turn signals now flash, because in the stock 10th gen Civics, the side marker is only a parking light, so it doesn't do any flashing. And for me, as an avid user of turn signals, and so here's my PSA announcement, I'm seeing so many people out there that just don't use their turn signals. I don't know why. It makes me feel like newer cars don't come with turn signals. But we know that's not the case. So, you know, I want to be more visible as I'm a defensive driver looking to see which direction you're going. So those that are out there that know they don't use the turn signals, please start using your turn signals. I use it, and I'm making these changes to my car so that you can see me better when I'm about to change directions. So as a result of that video, it turns out I helped out a few people with how to wire up that optics turn signal, and it kind of made me think maybe I'll go a little further into this video of what I did to the SI. So what I wanted to do with the SI is retain the stock turn signals, corner markers I should say, and make them also flash with a turn signal. So this only works on certain cars that have a positive switching turn signal and parking light and have incandescent bulbs, or use incandescent bulbs. So before I show you how that looks like on the Civic, so what I did is made a little schematic here. Hopefully you'll be able to follow this. So on over here you have the parking light, OEM, incandescent bulb. You have the positive through the coil, negative. Same thing with the turn signal, positive, coil, negative. The positive is a switching, and the negatives are constantly connected to ground. In order to rewire the side marker so that it not only comes on with the parking light but flashes with a turn signal, is you break the ground connection and you connect it to the positive of the turn signal. So how that makes it work is that the turn signal will just say that you're not using it with a parking light. So the turn signal that's normally in the headlamp will also now send a positive through the parking light coil, and because the switch is resting at negative, allows this to turn on. Okay, so these will work in unison because both are receiving the same positive signal and getting grounded at the same time. However, things are a little bit different when the parking light is on, which is fine because it still flashes. So what happens is when the parking light is turned on, the negative is going through and attaching through the turn signal's ground. Okay, that's how the circuit is connecting. But while the parking light is on and the turn signal is now turned on, it drops the positive. Well, actually, it drops the negative because now this circuit is being completed, and two positives on this side make it turn off. So what happens is it alternates. When this is flashing in the headlamp, the side marker turns off. When that turns off, this turns on. It accomplishes the same thing, it flashes. So let's go back set up here so you can see how that all looks like. Okay. So with ignition on, left turn signal, it flashes now in unison with the turn signal. That's because the positive is feeding through the turn signal, the side marker bulb, and the ground is actually being picked up by the negative of the switch of the parking light because it's resting on ground. Okay, now in the scenario where we turn the parking light on, parking light is on. Now when you use the turn signal, it flashes in alteration or opposite of it, as I described, because when this positive comes on, this light can't function because there's two positives, so it turns off. When that turns off, this one comes back on because it picks up the ground through the filament of the turn signal bulb. So that's how you make the 10th generation Civics with incandescent turn signal or non-LED headlamps flash on without having to add any additional parts to it. Now this could also be used for other vehicles that have the same capability, same setup, incandescent bulbs and 12-volt switching and resting on ground on the parking lights. Oh, one more thing for those that are interested in which wire you tap off to, it's really easy. On the left side, there's only two wires to that bulb. The wire you tap off to on this side, as I believe, is the gray wire, and then on the right side, it's the tan wire. But there's only two wires, that are there. So the other one is ground, and I think it's black. So that should